From the dawn of humanity, our species has walked a long and arduous path, marked by periods of immense progress and devastating setbacks. Throughout our history, certain pivotal events have acted as turning points, forever altering the course of civilization. These events, often born from conflict, innovation, or sheer chance, have shaped the world we know today, influencing our societies, cultures, and very understanding of our place in the universe. Join me now as we embark on a captivating journey through time, exploring 10 such events that have left an indelible mark on humanity. We will delve into the intricate tapestry of the past, uncovering the causes and consequences of these transformative moments. From the invention of the wheel to the fall of empires, from scientific breakthroughs to devastating conflicts, each event holds a unique place in the grand narrative of human history. Prepare to be captivated, to be challenged, and to gain a deeper appreciation for the forces that have shaped our world and continue to influence our present and future. Our journey begins in the ancient world, thousands of years before written history, with an invention so profound that it would lay the foundation for countless others to come. The wheel, a seemingly simple concept, revolutionized transportation, warfare, and agriculture, forever altering the trajectory of human civilization. Imagine a world without the wheel. Transportation was limited to the strength of humans and animals, hindering trade and exploration. Construction projects were laborious and time-consuming, and armies struggled to transport supplies and weaponry. The invention of the wheel, likely in Mesopotamia around 3500 BC, shattered these limitations. With the wheel, humans could move goods and people over longer distances with greater ease and speed. Trade flourished, connecting distant communities and fostering cultural exchange. Armies gained a strategic advantage, able to deploy troops and resources more effectively. The impact on agriculture was equally profound, with the invention of the plow, made possible by the wheel, dramatically increasing food production. The invention of the wheel serves as a testament to the ingenuity of early humans and their capacity for innovation. It marked a turning point in our history, propelling us from a world of limitations to a world of possibilities. The ripple effects of this invention continue to resonate today, underpinning our modern transportation systems, industries, and way of life. From the ingenuity of the ancient world, we travel forward in time to witness the decline and fall of one of history's most influential empires, the Roman Empire. At its zenith, Rome's dominion stretched across much of Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East, shaping the cultural and political landscape of the Western world for centuries. The Roman Empire's decline was a complex process, spanning centuries and influenced by a multitude of factors: overexpansion, economic instability, political corruption, and relentless pressure from barbarian tribes, all contributed to its eventual collapse. The once mighty empire, weakened from within and besieged from without, crumbled under its own weight. The fall of the Roman Empire in 476 AD marked the end of an era, ushering in a period of instability and fragmentation in Europe known as the Dark Ages. Yet, even in its demise, the Roman Empire left an indelible mark on Western civilization. Its legal system, language, architecture, and political philosophies continued to influence the development of European societies for centuries to come. The story of the Roman Empire serves as a cautionary tale, reminding us that even the mightiest of empires are not immune to the forces of history. It highlights the importance of adaptability, resilience, and the need to address internal challenges to ensure long-term stability and prosperity. The year 1492 marked a pivotal moment in human history, the arrival of Christopher Columbus in the Americas. While not the first to reach the New World, Columbus's voyages, sponsored by the Spanish crown, opened the floodgates to European exploration, colonization, and exploitation of the Americas. Columbus's discovery, driven by a desire to find a westward sea route to the East Indies, had profound and far-reaching consequences. It sparked an era of intense global exchange, known as the Columbian Exchange, which saw the transfer of plants, animals, diseases, and ideas between the Eastern and Western hemispheres. The arrival of Europeans in the Americas had a devastating impact on the indigenous populations. European diseases such as smallpox, measles, and influenza ravaged through indigenous communities, decimating their numbers. The introduction of new technologies and agricultural practices, while leading to some advancements, also disrupted traditional ways of life. Columbus's voyages, while celebrated for their role in expanding our understanding of the globe, also cast a long shadow over history. They marked the beginning of European colonialism in the Americas, leading to centuries of exploitation, displacement, and cultural suppression for indigenous peoples. From the shores of the New World, we return to Europe, where the flames of revolution were igniting the skies of Paris. The French Revolution, a tumultuous period of radical social and political upheaval, shook the foundations of the French monarchy and sent shockwaves throughout Europe and beyond. Fueled by widespread social inequality, economic hardship, and a growing desire for political representation, the French people rose up against the absolute monarchy of King Louis XVI. The storming of the Bastille prison on July 14, 1789, became a potent symbol of the revolution, igniting a wave of popular uprisings across the country. The French Revolution was a period of both great hope and great terror. It gave birth to the ideals of liberty, equality, and fraternity, enshrined in the Declaration of the Rights of Man and of the Citizen, which continue to inspire democratic movements to this day. Yet it was also marked by violence, bloodshed, and the Reign of Terror, a period of extreme paranoia and state-sanctioned executions. Despite its tumultuous nature, the French Revolution left an indelible mark on Western civilization. It challenged the legitimacy of absolute monarchy, championed the rights of the individual, and inspired generations of reformers and revolutionaries across the globe. Its legacy continues to shape our understanding of citizenship, human rights, and the very nature of political power. As the echoes of the French Revolution faded, a new era was dawning: the Industrial Revolution. Beginning in the late 18th century and continuing throughout the 19th century, the Industrial Revolution witnessed an unprecedented period of technological advancement, particularly in Great Britain. The invention of new machines, such as the steam engine and the power loom, transformed the way goods were produced. Factories sprung up in urban centers, attracting workers from rural areas and forever altering the social and economic landscape of Europe and North America. The Industrial Revolution brought about both progress and hardship. While it led to increased productivity, economic growth, and the rise of a new middle class, it also resulted in harsh working conditions, child labor, and environmental degradation. The gap between the rich and the poor widened, and cities struggled to cope with the influx of new residents. Despite its challenges, the Industrial Revolution marked a turning point in human history. It ushered in the mass production of goods, fueled global trade and transportation, and laid the foundation for the technological advancements we enjoy today. The 20th century dawned with a sense of optimism and progress, yet beneath the surface, tensions were simmering between the great powers of Europe. In 1914, these tensions erupted into the deadliest conflict the world had ever seen, World War I. Fueled by nationalism, imperialism, and a complex web of alliances, World War I pitted the Central Powers, Germany, Austria-Hungary, and the Ottoman Empire, against the Allied powers, Great Britain, France, Russia, and eventually the United States. The war, characterized by trench warfare, new technologies such as poison gas and machine guns, resulted in an unprecedented loss of life. For 4 long years, the battle lines remained largely static, with millions of soldiers fighting and dying in the trenches of Western Europe. The horrors of the war, from the constant bombardment to the psychological toll on soldiers, left an indelible scar on an entire generation. The armistice on November 11, 1918, brought an end to the fighting, but the world was forever changed. The war shattered empires, redrew the map of Europe, and sowed the seeds of resentment and instability that would contribute to the outbreak of World War II just 2 decades later. The hope for a lasting peace following World War I proved to be short-lived. Just 2 decades later, the world was once again engulfed in a global conflict, even more devastating than the last World War II. The rise of Nazi Germany, led by the dictator Adolf Hitler, and the expansionist ambitions of Imperial Japan plunged the world into a second global war. The conflict, characterized by its unprecedented scale and brutality, saw fighting across Europe, Asia, Africa, and the Pacific. World War II witnessed some of the darkest chapters in human history, from the Holocaust the systematic genocide of 6 million Jews by the Nazi regime, to the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The war left an estimated 40 to 85 million people dead, leaving countless others wounded, displaced, and traumatized. The Allied victory in 1945 marked the end of the war and the beginning of a new world order. The United Nations was formed in the hope of preventing future conflicts, and the world entered into a period of geopolitical tension known as the Cold War, dominated by the rivalry between the United States and the Soviet Union. From the ashes of World War II emerged a new era of technological innovation, perhaps none more transformative than the invention of the Internet. What began as a military research project in the United States in the 1960s evolved into a global network, connecting billions of people and transforming the way we communicate, access information, and conduct business. The Internet's early pioneers envisioned a decentralized network that could withstand even a nuclear attack, allowing for the free flow of information across long distances. Over time, the Internet evolved from a niche technology used primarily by academics and researchers to a ubiquitous tool, accessible to people from all walks of life. The development of the World Wide Web in the early 1990s made the Internet more user-friendly, leading to an explosion of websites, online services, and e-commerce. The Internet became a powerful tool for communication, fostering new forms of social interaction, online communities, and social media platforms. The invention of the Internet has had a profound impact on virtually every aspect of modern life. It has revolutionized communication, democratized access to information, and fueled globalization. Yet it has also brought about new challenges, such as concerns over privacy, cybersecurity, and the spread of misinformation. For nearly 3 decades following World War II, Europe remained divided by the Iron Curtain, a metaphorical and physical barrier separating the communist East from the democratic West. The Berlin Wall, erected in 1961 to stem the flow of East Germans fleeing to the West, stood as a potent symbol of this division. The fall of the Berlin Wall on November 9, 1989, marked a pivotal moment in the Cold War and a turning point in world history. It was the culmination of years of growing unrest in Eastern Europe, economic stagnation within the Soviet bloc, and a series of reforms initiated by Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev. The dismantling of the Berlin Wall, driven by the will of the people and the pressure of global events, symbolized the collapse of communism in Eastern Europe and the eventual dissolution of the Soviet Union in 1991. It ushered in a new era of freedom, democracy, and reunification for millions of people. The fall of the Berlin Wall serves as a powerful reminder of the human desire for freedom, the power of peaceful protest, and the importance of dialogue and diplomacy in overcoming seemingly insurmountable divisions. The 21st century began with a sense of hope and optimism, but that hope was shattered on September 11, 2001, when terrorists attacked the United States. The 9/11 attacks, a series of 4 coordinated terrorist attacks by the Islamic terrorist group Al-Qaeda, claimed the lives of nearly 3,000 people and left an enduring mark on the American psyche and the course of world events. On that fateful morning, terrorists hijacked 4 commercial airplanes, crashing 2 into the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center in New York City, 1 into the Pentagon just outside of Washington, D.C., and 1 into a field in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. The images of the collapsing towers, the smoldering Pentagon, and the stories of heroism and loss became seared into the collective memory of the world. The 9/11's attacks had profound and far-reaching consequences. The United States, under the leadership of President George W. Bush, launched the War on Terror, invading Afghanistan to topple the Taliban regime that had harbored Al-Qaeda, and later invading Iraq in 2003. The 9/11 attacks also led to increased security measures at airports and other public places, as well as the passage of the Patriot Act, a controversial law that expanded the government's surveillance powers in the name of national security. The attacks continue to shape U.S. foreign policy, military strategy, and the global fight against terrorism. Our journey through time has taken us from the ancient world to the modern era, witnessing both the triumphs and tragedies that have shaped the course of human history. Each of these 10 events, in its own unique way, has left an indelible mark on our world. influencing our societies, cultures, and very understanding of our place in the universe. As we reflect on the past, we are reminded that history is not merely a collection of dates and events, but rather a dynamic tapestry woven from the choices, actions, and consequences of countless individuals and societies. By studying the past, we gain a deeper appreciation for the complexities of the present and the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. Let us strive to learn from the lessons of history, to embrace the spirit of innovation and progress, and to work together to build a more peaceful, just, and sustainable future for all.